Hello to anyone watching this video and welcome to one of my artist fieldwork projects. For this part of the assignment, I chose to do something new. Something I've never really done before on my own terms, which is writing poetry. Truth be told, I have written poems before, but only for classes, and never because I really wanted to get something off my chest or express something real. And to be honest, I always half-assed those projects as well, because who actually wants to be open and vulnerable for a graded assignment? But today, I decided to let go of that mindset. We had that discussion in class about how cringeness shuts down our willingness to be human, awkward, and sincere. And that really stuck with me. So I figured for this project, if poetry requires vulnerability, maybe the discomfort is actually part of the process of writing poetry itself. To really discover and, connect with that part of myself. Yes. I've always been drawn to poetry anyway. I love to write song lyrics, and while lyrics and poems feel similar, they also feel very different. Writing without a beat and melody feels like losing a safety net for me. I can't really rely on the music itself to carry forth the emotion. I have to build the rhythm myself, and that honestly is pretty intimidating for me right now. And that's why I chose this. I wanted to challenge myself, pay attention in a different way, in a new, different medium, and give myself permission to write something essentially imperfect, because when I write song lyrics, I'm very really trying to nail it down. But for this, I'm just gonna write whatever comes to mind. No rhyme structure, no nothing. So right about now, I'm gonna cut to a little montage of me writing, thinking, and staring off, trying to see what I could do. So that montage was of me doing my first iteration of the poem, which took me a good 30 minutes. But afterwards, I didn't record the part, but I rewrote the poem a fair bit, and it took me a couple hours. So overall, this is the final product. Dye the whole world red. I wish to dye the whole world red. Red, the color of love, yet the color of blood. Rage, cathartic, release the red, envision it in your mind. How your hands tremble so, and your eyes swell with it. I wish to cry all in red. To show my strife with a physical touch, sometimes I just want to jump out. Libertarian versus authoritarian, what does that even mean? To a hungry child it means everything, life and death between. Blood, blood everywhere, oh I wish they had a care. Ha ha ha, no, they could give 0 to the masses. Sometimes I wish for the red, but I could not be better. I wish to dye the whole world red. Red, the color of blood, yet the color of love. Warm, cathartic, release the red, envision it in your body. How your heart flutters so, and your cheeks swell with it. I wish to embrace all in red. To show my compassion with a physical touch, sometimes I just want to rush in. Liberal v conservative, we are all the same. To a happy child, it means just a name. Reborn again. Rose, rose everywhere, oh I think they have a care. Ha ha ha, yes. They give their all to her, to him, to them. All the time I wish for red, so I could be better. After giving a couple days of thought to truly comprehend what the poem actually meant, I think I have found this meaning. So in the beginning of the poem, in which this poem is separated into 2 different parts as you can see, I assigned the word red with the connotation of violence and anger. While I was writing this poem, I gained inspiration from all the genocides and wars happening within today's world, such as the genocide of the Sudanese people by the RSF. And so throughout this whole paragraph right here, or stanza, I just was expressing my anger and how rich people, especially the UAE, was funding the genocide of the Sudanese people, and how I was outraged, but at the same time feeling hopeless to how I could stop it as a person who lives on basically the other side of the world. But near the end, in the second stanza over here, I assigned the word red with the connotation of love. By assigning the word red with a whole different connotation, which is the opposite of violence, I flipped basically the format of the first stanza on its head. As I think you have clearly noticed this. Every single sentence in the second stanza, which is about love, completely mirrors the first stanza. But instead of focusing on but focusing on the negative parts of the world as we see today, I focus on the positive parts. So basically, it gives the reader a more hopeful point of view at the end of the day, and how we could truly change the world by focusing on love, not hatred. Overall, this project has given me a glimpse into a new artistic medium that I could really take advantage of in the future. As writing songs is all fun and dandy, but I usually within songs write about more typical rap elements, such as getting money, getting paid, which is all essentially fake at the end of the day, because I just want to make songs that are engaging with the audience. But for poetry, it's more of a private medium that I could write down my actual thoughts and feelings about the world at hand, such as politics, economics, and just wars and atrocities throughout the world that have given me less hope for the world. But at the end of the day, I feel like writing my thoughts down on paper has really gotten these frustrations out of me and given me a sense of hope instead of such a nihilistic point of view, as I was saying earlier within the video. So yeah, I feel like I could really
write a lot more poetry, because it's more meaningful to me at hand rather than writing about fake stuff, which I do in song lyrics. Also, by limiting the typical restrictions based on beats and rhyme structures of a typical song that I write about, it led me to fully express ideas down on paper and write about just random things without fully restricting me on anything at all. Like, I could write down anything I wanted to just for the sake of writing it down, which truly, I feel like, is the way of expression, self-expression. Thank you for watching this video and seeing me go through this process of just like letting myself go artistically. And I really appreciate that you stuck by my side until the end. Thank you.